When I was younger, I wanted to be Indiana Jones. I grew up in Vancouver, Canada. My childhood was full of adventure and moving. My family was quite poor. And at one point, we started off in a home in Squamish in British Columbia. My family worked in a small business. All of the children and my parents all worked collectively to make ends meet. We shared one bedroom with all 4 children, and my parents lived next to the boiler room. And so we had a sense of everything that we had being precious. About 3 or 4, I started taking things apart. The things that we made toys out of were things like refrigerator boxes or shipping containers that were little shipping boxes that would come to my parents' shop. I started taking apart the VCR, alarm clocks, my dad's watch. I started to develop this desire to tinker with things. I just fell in love with computer science and I majored in it. And I graduated with a computer science degree. When I graduated, because I went to a military school, I went straight into the Army. My job was Signal, which is the IT-specific field in the Army. And so for my entire Army career, I was working with telecommunications, network implementation, and IT. All the way up till that point, I'd had a unique career. I'd had one-off jobs. I had really intense adventures. I got to work with some incredible men and women, brilliant contractors and organizations. And it was a little bit on the high energy side. It was time for me to try something new. Rick Arabian invited me to join his team here at Koopa, and it seemed like the next big problem to solve. So here I am. I am the Senior Director for Cloud Security Operations and Engineering. I've been at Coupa since December of 2021, and I feel like I've been here a lot longer because I've had the opportunity to learn so much and meet so many people. I run a team that is global and 24/7, 365, because we run the Operations Center for Security. They are largely in Pune, India, with a component that's here in the US. We support the overall cloud operations organization, which also is global, with people in the US, in Europe, and in Asia. I bring a teamwork, fundamental collaboration principle that I learned in the military, that I learned to refine in my jobs at Disney and Blackline, here to Coupa in order to build and train high-performing teams. And actually, somebody that's way smarter than I am defined the 5 dysfunctions of a team, and I turn them on their head and create them as the 5 essential functions of a high-performing team. I love that everyone is so engaged at Coupa. I have not spoken to a single technology person so far at Coupa that wasn't happy to be there, happy to contribute, and there to help. That's super constructive. We have this highly collaborative environment that I find is, while not unique, it's rare. I do my very best for them to know that I am here to support them, to free up obstacles for them, to be the escalation point, to speak up for them. And they hold me to it, and I appreciate that. I think if there was one thing that I would say has been a common thread woven throughout the fabric of my journey, I would say it's never losing sight of that childhood excitement and curiosity, and never losing sight of the things that gave me passion as a child, and having a plan to bring that passion and excitement to fruition has been a common thread that I believe I've remained faithful to through all of my career path and all of my journey. If I could pass that on to others, I would say that's what makes coming to work a joy. It doesn't feel like work. I go to sleep exhausted because of the work that we did during the day and the problems we got to solve. But the next morning, I'm thrilled and excited because I get to learn stuff. I get to have adventures. I basically get to be Indiana Jones.